Mike Tirico, Greg Oltz are ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And third down coming up.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That's caught. Derrick Henry. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. This is Henry, and he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Pass caught left side by Likely. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
A gain there of 11. First down, Baltimore.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jackson looking to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
On third down, Jackson taking off. He'll try to get there. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Another Baltimore Raven.
What I like the most here is just the decision that when he wants to be a runner, he commits to being a runner, and he's able to weave his way downfield, pick up the first down, sets up first and goal.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Henry will take this one into the end zone. It's a Raven touchdown. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A second down throw for Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, Lions.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
Laporta in motion. On second down, Goff. That's That's a short one caught by Laporta. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Ravens offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
The tackle by Jack Campbell. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
A gain of 12 yards.
Jackson on target to Flowers, and it's a Baltimore 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Raymond going to return it. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Lions offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's gone. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Marlon Humphrey, usually found in coverage, that time on the blitz, gets there for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
throwing on second down. Goff. That's right side and into the hands of Tesla.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
From the gun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he will score. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense ready to take over once again. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Third and long for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Andrews. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. It's a gain of 49.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Hutchinson on the tackle. Brought down back at the 32.
So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. And they've got second and long, 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 7. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. A throw on the move is caught. And now where will they mark him? It looks like he's a little bit short, just by about the length of the football. So decision time coming up. It's 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I'm feeling pretty good about my chances of picking up this 4th down when I've got big old Derrick Henry in the backfield. So what an unbelievable job by this defense coming up with a huge 4th down stop.
That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll push ahead to the 21. Travis Jones there to bring him down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the Lions 1st down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself.
They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
To the outside, that's St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Laporta in motion. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there, and that brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Here's Jack Fox now. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. That one going to land a little too close to the goal line. Doesn't stop into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. On a throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception, and the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing Jackson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Here's Jordan Stout now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Taken at his own 30. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Lions offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable third down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion goes Likely. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
How would you like to be a defender and see a guy like this coming full steam ahead, trying to barrel down on you? I'll tell you what, I'm not sure if I'm cut out for that, and you can see why. His ability to play through contact is just a lot to handle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It was Derek Barnes with the stop.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 6. They'll go again here with Henry. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Third and short, Jackson. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
When you run these quick smokes or tunnels, wide receiver screens, they go by a variety of names. When you throw the ball to your wide receiver behind the line of scrimmage, you're counting on the defense playing very soft, and it's all going to be run after the catch. He's able to pick up enough here to bring up first down.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Here's the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Lions offense about ready to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Malachi starts that first-round pick up from his safety spot to make the stop.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
2 minutes to play.
down.
First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. 3rd down and 3. Goff to throw. Going up top. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. The crowd does not agree with that call. Boos ring out. Doesn't matter. Not going to change it. It's a 1st down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Goff. Catch is made by Wright. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to have a 1st down. They get into field goal range here at the 29.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing here is Goff. This one complete. It's to Slaw. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, He's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route, but this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back. Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime. They face second down and 7. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Automatic first down.
So now then, first and goal from the 1. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one, taken in. Isaac to Slough. Touchdown, Lions.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. First and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will move out to a 14-7 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
The Ravens take over.
The Ravens offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for first and 10. Bateman is the motion man. Off the play fake. Jackson. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
Up second and 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's third and 2. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. And this was the old NFL record spot, a 63-yard attempt. This one not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Goff to throw on first down. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action. Goff. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
What an impressive play by this linebacker. I mean, Mike, back in the day, you would never see a linebacker take down a wide receiver in the open field like that. But these guys are tremendous athletes who can really hold their own in space. And he killed that play before it even had a chance to develop.
On second down, Goff. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it, didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Goff. Picked off by the rookie out of Georgia. And he's going to be taken down, but there are 1, 2, 3 flags on the field. I don't think this is going to stand.
Automatic first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Tackled there by Trenton Simpson.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Goff. He'll swing this out to Montgomery. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-possession game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Jackson under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and now Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will go all the way. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Extra point try forthcoming.
The extra point.
It's up and good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
They'll go play action with Goff. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Goff hooking up with his tight end Laporta, and they give the Lions a first down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
All the way down inside the 5. It is a huge play for Detroit. 35 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Gibbs. And he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Now Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. Now, Goff. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Lions move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
Job number one on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike, but 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves him out in front.
So, after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On play action, here's Jackson. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands, and here he rips off a big one.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Lions' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he's going to be brought down. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Ronnie Stanley, the former 6th overall pick, guilty there.
Still 2nd down.
The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. This one caught at the 4. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and They got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line. I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
So a field goal here would tie the game, but the kicking unit stays on the sideline. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. They turn it over on down.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Right side, that's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the 3-yard line.
Laporta in motion. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Monday Night Primetime continues after this. To the 4th quarter, and it begins with a run by Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, now this brings up 3rd down, Mike, and a really tough call for this coach. Does he want to remain aggressive, put the ball in the air, and try to keep this offense on the field? Or can he be a little more conservative, not be afraid to punt the ball away, and hope his defense can finish this game out?
Laporta in motion. On 3rd down, they go with Gibbs. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Detroit.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Lions, 1st down.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He's got Laporta open on the left side. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
1st down, Detroit.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Goff going to get this out to St. Brown. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Laporta in motion. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Lions.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Get this complete. It's Williams over the middle. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. That is a Dafe Owe in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
Goff to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Gotta give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They give it to Henry. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
First down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
In motion goes Likely. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 28-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, Baltimore.
First down. First and 10.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
He'll decide to keep this once more. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him, and in this case, they're able to hold him to no gain.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. The second down throw is incomplete.
I'm not so sure he would have picked up the first down had they connected either way, but still, disappointing outcome to not at least get a handful of positive yards on that last one.
Big play coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good, and the Ravens move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
Lions 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They'll start at the 4. And they'll get this up past the 20. And that's where they'll set up shop. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Goff. Flush to his right.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Here's Goff. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here's the Lions punt team now. They forced a punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Bateman is the motion man. A design run here with Jackson. The Lions call their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
3rd and 5. Jackson looking to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now Goff gonna hold on to it. He'll take this forward for about 5.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Laporta in motion. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A quick throw on the RPO is complete.
Complete to Isaac Tesla. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
This crowd trying to be a factor, getting very loud now. It's 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. A run with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. There's that man again. Another catch. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go.
3rd down.
Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Goff to throw. He's got his man complete. That's to Slav.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Here we go. 1 final play. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that's going to do it. Their late comeback bid comes up short as time has expired in this game. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they send their fans home quite happy. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.